from uh, 2006 onward, Iskandar Malaysia has attracted over 30 billion US dollars worth of inflow, and which is quite huge. And over the past 2 years, there has been continued sustainable foreign investment coming across the region in industry, especially in zone A and B. I'm talking about Danga Bay and Nusajaya. Uh, why Skandar has been a success story, and it's quite noticeable because it has demonstrated a strong backing from the government and her involvement in the region's development, infrastructure, and the economic landscape of the region. Just to share with you, Legal and Theme Park I discussed, it opened in Q3. It has attracted to date 1.5 million visitors, and it is continuing to grow. And most of the Chinese investors and Japanese investors and Korean investors, when they are visiting Singapore, they are now extending their trip. So instead of staying 3 days or 4 days in Singapore, they're staying 7 days. So they spend 4 days in Singapore, they go and visit Legoland, and they stay over there, and they visit other places as well. So yes, it's an important development that is happening with global investors. There has been an alternative investment that is going on, especially in flagship A, that is called Iskandar Waterfront, which is on more than 3,000 acres of land in Danga Bay, and it is very popular among investors, and probably one of the hottest projects in flagship A. And I will share with you that Iskandar Waterfront holding is planning to get listed by Q4 23 as per the market intelligence report, which will be a rare boost for the Bursa Malaysia, and it could herald a new avenue for investors to make substantial gain in Tropicana Dangal Bay projects and make a strong killing for the investment. The development of the area has set new standard for land and home prices within Danga Bay, and could substantially boost the net asset value for few developers and landowners in Iskandar, Malaysia. I was reading in few newspapers, I think 3 or 4 months back, there has been quite interaction from few Singaporean companies who are willing to go ahead with the Iskandar Waterfront project in public offering, and would like to co-develop the Danga Bay waterland. Especially, I would like to mention Capital Land from Singapore is quite active in the region and in other important projects. Nusajaya, that comes under flagship B, is attracting big funds, especially from Singapore, Korea, and the Japanese. It's like a residential zone at its best, and it's quite and very close to Singapore's skyline beauty, and it is just 45 minutes drive from the Singapore Changi Airport. This lovely residential metropolis is deluge with educational, medical, and theme park infrastructure that is being used to attract residents from Singapore and from other countries like China and Japan. Other projects that are coming up is Madini, which is another significant and important project in flagship B, and it is getting quite hot. For global investors, the number one priority is it should be a freehold without any strings or restriction attached. So these real estate properties are quite low in price, they're still undervalued as per my insight, and investors are taking a position in these projects. And with recent property hike in Singapore, which is roughly like 40 to 50% in the last 7 years, Nusajaya stands an ideal opportunity for investors to take stakes in the region, to make capital gain and to have sustainable return. Singapore property, as you know, is very expensive at the present valuation and is around 3 times the price of Nusajaya. And investors, if they were to execute a property arbitrage with cross-border transaction deal to make a strong and healthy gain, this could be a good option for them. Because at present the price in Iskandar on the average is around 700 per square foot, which is compared with other cities in Malaysia and including KL. Uh, so this means the land price in Skandar residential area is only 20% as compared to residential area in Singapore. So just imagine, just 20% of the Singapore's residential property, and it still has growth to take an upsurge. I believe going forward there will be a lot of cross-border transaction deals happening. Just to share with you, there are 40,000 agents in Singapore who are selling Skandar projects to high-valued investors, and it could be termed as a real catalyst for future growth in Iskandar region, especially in Nusajaya.
At my website, you'll find online financial seminars, which is I call webinars. I do it regularly, and also a lot of online investment and financial courses, which is conducted solely online. So I'll be waiting for you at my website at KCLau.com. I wish you have a great day. Hope to see you soon. Bye bye.